Welcome to the MMA Neighborhood, guys.
What's
This is
good?
Devin.
And I'm Steven.
Yeah, buddy. I just want to say tonight's a great night because this is our first time officially on the YouTube, and I'm super excited for this one, man. We've been working really hard to get on there, and we are finally on the tube. So if you're an MMA fan and you just want to listen to some guys talk about MMA and have fun, subscribe now. We're on here, and enjoy, man.
Oh, yeah. And make sure, like, comment, bullshit. Tell us we're wrong. Tell us where you agree. We don't care. The MMA Neighborhood is nothing without you.
Exactly, man. So tonight we got a good one for you guys. It's going to be UFC 238, Cejudo versus Moraes. Moraes. And this card is stacked, boys. This one's good from the prelims to the main card.
Through and through.
And we got a lot to talk about, so Steve and I are going to jump into this now.
All right.
And starting with the prelims.
Yeah, we're going to jump into just straight up. We're going to skip the first fight we're going to go to Carolina versus Alexa. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. I'm not too familiar with Alexa, but Carolina used to be our girl. She was really good.
Carolina has had some tough times right now.
Lately, she's been going through some tough shit. And what I mean by that is she just got laid out by Jessica Andrade viciously.
Oh, yeah.
And then she just got outclassed by Michelle Watterson. Both tough opponents, but it's not looking too great.
Well, Michelle Watterson has been looking phenomenal.
She really has, man.
Phenomenal.
And Carolina, it has not. I believe both these girls are coming off a loss. But
yeah, Alexa has her last fight was Tatiana Suarez.
Oh, and that's a tough opponent.
Yeah, she's been kind of loss, but she's it's gonna be a decent fight. I think I almost feel like it's kind of a give me to Carolina.
Really, you think so?
In a way.
Well,
it seems like when Alexa faces people of top tier, she loses.
In Carolina, I did want to point one thing out. She's been very actively, if you notice, even though she's lost twice, she's already fighting again, and I appreciate that, man. She's got a lot of heart, and I'm gonna be biased, man. I would love to see Carolina take the win, man. It's sad to see her lose. She has such the innocent look, man. And when she loses, like I'm sad for her, dude. So,
yeah, no, I really like her as well, but Alexa always has a fighter's chance, But
so who do you got for this one,
I honestly think it's gonna be a decision win for Carolina.
I'll choose the same thing, honestly, but not a bad start. And moving on, we even got a better fight, man. Aljamain Sterling versus Pedro Munoz. Wow, ranked number 3 versus ranked number 4 in bantamweight.
Dude, this is such a fire fight. I can't wait for this. I can't wait to see Sterling. Can't wait to see him. I love that dude.
He's been awesome lately. He's coming off a great win over Jimmy Rivera, and he's just been looking real good lately, man. And these guys, I'm surprised it's not on the pay-per-view on the main card because they're ranked so high.
Yeah.
And Pedro Munoz, dude, he just knocked out Cody Garbrandt the first round,
dude,
man.
That was such... Oh, God.
Woo!
That fucking Cody, man.
So let's break this one down. Funkmaster, in his last fight, he looked like he was more technical and he was playing it safe. Pedro, complete opposite. This guy just came in, guns blazing, looking to knock the head off.
Man? That's the kind of fight you get when you face Cody. That's the kind of fight you get.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to bait him into that kind of fight, huh?
Dog, like, that was such... Either one of them could have lost. Either one of them. But Cody fell back in his ways. Not going to go all into it. Fell back in his ways and got fucking knocked out.
Yes.
But me, I'm definitely pulling for my man Sterling. I think
the Funkmaster.
I honestly think he has way more of an arsenal to use against this guy.
I agree. I'm trying not to be biased,
and that's not being biased. I'm not being biased. No, I just honestly think that.
I agree. I think the reach advantage is like 10-inch reach advantage.
Really?
Yeah. Aljamain Sterling's way longer than this guy.
He's big for his division.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely big, and he's got great ground game. He trains under Matt Serra. His jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. He pulled off that sick knee bar, I think it was last year. But that was nasty, man. And Pedro Munoz, I don't know enough about him. Like, I've seen him. He's been doing really well. He's got that great knockout win.
Well,
but
I think that's what really propelled him to, like, facing, like, a person like this. Because, Aljamain Sterling,
Now, Garbrandt,
he's facing a good person.
Yeah, and I mean, Garbrandt was a great test, but Aljamain, almost like you said, has got more tools in the bag. So this is a good fight, man. I'm going with Sterling too, man.
Me too. Yeah, I honestly think this is probably gonna be a probably TKO second round.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
I think Sterling is gonna piece him up. I don't think Pedro is gonna have.
Well, I don't know, because if Pedro can stay aggressive and
that's
get
a very optimistic fucking
choice right there. Yeah.
Choice, yeah.
I mean, Pedro, if he can be as aggressive as last fight, it might benefit him. Maybe if he closes distance, because Sterling's got this reach advantage. If Pedro can get close in on him, maybe he can connect with Sterling. Who knows? We might be counting him out right here.
Maybe a little bit. But do you really think Aljamain Sterling will act the same as Cody Garbrandt in a dogfight? In a straight up throw your motherfucking bones. You know what I'm saying? Do you really think he's gonna get into that?
That's a
and
good
if he
point.
does, I don't know. I think he's more collected than Cody. Cody, like we've always said, fights with emotion.
He's hot-headed.
That fucks you up in the long run, as we've seen. So I think Sterling. I think this is
great point, Steven. I think he will stay more collective for sure.
Yeah.
And if I like to see Sterling just take it to the ground, play safe, and hopefully get a submission win.
That's not.
But
I don't want that at all.
No, I don't know, man. Because
man.
Pedro got hands, man. He shows power,
Pedro
man.
got hands, but guess what? So does Sterling.
Sterling does, but he's not known for that knockout power.
True,
You know what
true,
I'm saying? So
true. I think
I like to see another knee bar, man. I like his submission game. I think it's interesting. The Funk Master.
Fuck yeah,
man.
Sterling's gonna piece him up, though, in my opinion. But
all right,
whatever.
we'll see. You guys let us know who you got on that one. That's a tight fight, man.
Oh hell yeah!
Moving on to the main of the prelims, we got a amazing chick fight actually. Tatiana Soares versus Nina Asarnoff. Woo!
Damn, I have no idea who Nina is.
All right, let me
You gonna learn me? You gonna learn me?
Yeah, I'm gonna learn you right now.
Hey, boy.
She's actually Amanda Nunes' girlfriend or fiance.
Oh really?
Yeah, and she's been kicking ass lately, to be honest.
No
so
shit.
she's on. They're both kicking ass. They're both on winning streaks. I don't even think
Interesting.
Tatiana's ever lost.
Are they? They're not in the same division, right?
Nina and Amanda Nunes? No. This is for the what is it? Flyweight?
Strawweight.
Strawweight. Thank you. It's for the strawweight division, 125 for the women's.
Yeah.
And Nina, she's been looking great. She just beat Tisha Torres.
Really?
So that was a great win for her.
She beat Tisha Torres.
Yeah, man. She's a karate base, I want to say, maybe Muay Thai. Her striking is just really phenomenal.
Yeah.
And in this matchup, you got basically the classic grappler Tatiana versus the striker and Nina.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing I already know your pick for this one, Steven. Who do you got?
I don't know. Who do you got?
I mean, I personally I'd like to see Nina take it because she's been looking really good and I like her striking. But Tatiana's just looking like a beast in this division, man.
Yeah.
She's just, I don't know. She's looking almost unstoppable with her grappling. She looks really good. She's strong as fuck, and I don't think she's ever lost. So, to be honest, I think Tatiana's going to take it.
Yeah.
But Nina's not going to be easily taken out in this one.
In my opinion, Tatiana is like that up-and-coming prospect, you know.
Yeah.
Got a lot of bright future ahead of her.
She's the tough winner for the...
Yeah. In my opinion, I hate seeing long wicks in a candle burn out quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I want her to win because what good is a prospect if they are just fed to the wolves every time?
Right.
You know, I don't think she's being fed to the wolves right now. I think this is a good challenge. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Well, in this division, she's almost the wolf, man. Even though she's the prospect, she's like the wolf and the prospect because there's not a lot of competition in this division right now. And Nina is a good competition, but Tatiana just looks like she's on another level. Yeah. And her wrestling is just so freaking good, man.
And all the hype behind her, it's like, okay, I get it to an extent.
Right.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
Does she really warrant all that, you know, attention for her skills?
She won the Tough series. I think that gives her a lot of hype, and because she's undefeated, she's warranted for the division she's in. I think she is, man. And
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I am going for Tatiana,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's be honest. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
Don't be shocked if Nina can actually prevent the takedown game and land some good strikes. Because, I mean, she does train with the best woman fighter in the world. That is her girlfriend, fiance, Amanda Nunes. So,
yeah. And
I mean, she's got her as her training partner. She's a bad chick, man.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to count Nina out, but
neither am I.
Tatiana.
I think these last two fights in the prelims are like
they're tight.
They're up in the air.
Yeah, and I like them because they're high-ranked opponents, man. This is actually a really good fights for the prelims.
They're really good prelims.
And even better coming up in the main card of UFC 238, Cejudo versus Moraes. The first fight on the main card for the pay-per-view is Tai Tuivasa versus, I'm going to butcher his name, Blagoy Ivanov. Something like that.
That's better than anything I would have said.
I told Steven earlier, I'm just going to call him Mr. Potato Head. This guy, honestly, he looks like Mr. Potato Head. But you know what? I'm liking Ty, man. I know he did lose his last fights, JDS, but he's young and he's still got time to grow. And I think this is actually a good fight for him. The other guy, I'm never really a fan of. He hasn't really surprised me.
I don't even think I've ever heard of him.
He's always like just... You know, he's just there kind of thing. He's never done anything exciting, and I think this is a good fight for Ty to get back on a winning streak.
So do you think it's a gimme?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to agree with that, man. I think it is a gimme.
I think the way that we said about the other fight, or no, we haven't talked about that yet, sorry. I think JDS exposed Ty.
Yes, he did, and I think, like you said earlier, it was too soon for him to get a competition that high, you know, like Ty is still young. Why would you feed him to the wolf like JDS? Exactly. You know, and JDS, man, I had him in that fight, so I'm kind of glad he won it.
Me too.
And you know, Ty, this is his chance to rebound, and you gotta love Ty, man. He's famous. He's famous for the shoebie.
Yeah.
Pour the beer in a shoe, drink it. I love that shit, man.
I just think JDS like really exposed him, and I think if this guy. Blagoy. He's from Bulgaria. Oh, whatever.
His name sounds like Bulgaria.
Fucking A, man. It sounds like something.
They name after his country?
Sounds like something you throw up, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's so mean.
I know. Hey, Mr. Potato Head wasn't much better. But this is the MMA Neighborhood, man. We talk shit, man.
We're fans. We're fans.
Yeah.
But
we are fans.
Honestly, I'm gonna go for the Mr. Potato Head Bulgaria guy.
What? Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Well, just what I said. I think JDS exposed Ty, and I think he's gonna get exploited big time.
Really?
And I think I don't see him as have a strong sense of character. I think when he's one of those people when he loses, because that was his first loss. I think that's gonna really affect him.
I think because he's young, that's why he didn't take the loss so well, and it was his first loss. But yeah, looking at Blagoy's record, 17-2 is pretty freaking good. So maybe I'm underestimating this guy, and I'm just on that Ty hype train. But I like Ty, dude. He comes with heavy hands. He's pretty aggressive, and maybe you might be right. He might just be too young and too mature to fight.
Well,
but
he has height and reach advantage, but I don't think I really don't put too much stock in that nowadays, unless it really counts. But
all right, well, you heard it, guys. Steven's got Blagoy or whatever you say, and I got Ty, man. You guys let us know. But not a bad fight for the beginning of the pay-per-view, man.
No.
So I always like to see heavyweights bang. Usually get a knockout, and I'm hoping for one.
Very much.
Moving on to the next one, we got Jimmy Rivera versus Peter Yan.
Boy,
Woo.
I am so. This is probably one of the fights I'm most excited for on this card.
Before we get into it, I'm actually more excited for the Sterling and Munoz, and I kind of think they deserve this spot. Actually,
you think they should? No,
because Sterling just beat Rivera, so Rivera gets on the pay-per-view. Come on.
But you know why?
And Munoz just beat Cody, and he's not on the pay-per-view.
But you want to know why this is on pay-per-view?
Peter Yan.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's another hype train, and Peter Yan.
And I am on.
I'm gonna be on it with you, brother. Choo choo, motherfuckers.
So on.
Choo choo. Yan's been looking great, man. And Jimmy Rivera, not so much. He's actually just came off 2 losses in a row.
Yeah.
He got knocked out by the main event headliner, Moraes.
Yeah.
And then he lost to Sterling.
Dude, dude, Peter Yan, he fucking I'm like, his boxing is outrageously good, and I'm just super excited for him. Granted, I don't bet against a Russian, so I'm kind of biased in that fact.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
So Peter Yan, he's Russian.
look at that picture on UFC.com
This
of
fool's
Peter Yan,
ripped.
dude. This fool's yoked, not yoked, but goddamn.
What's his record right
shredded.
now?
Oh my god, 12-1.
Woo!
Jimmy is 22-3.
See, now it's funny because Jimmy Rivera was the prospect because he only had one loss. He was beating everybody. I think he's on like a 6-fight win streak, and then now he's on the losing skid, man. And now he's going against the new prospect and Peter Yan. So they're kind of like trying to test Jimmy to see if he's still in the game.
I don't think Jimmy has it.
Who did Peter Yan beat last?
I don't know.
Let's check it out on UFC.com real quick. See if it pulls it.
Let's see if UFC got their shit together.
Because I know he's coming off some great wins, and I mean this guy, he did look really good. Dotson, that's who it
John
is.
Dotson, yeah, he's I think he's on a 3-fight win streak or something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, still hasn't been tested too much, but Jimmy Rivera is this test right now. And if he beats Rivera, he's definitely in the top 5 for sure, man.
Well, I mean, John Dotson's
He's
no easy
joke,
fight.
but Dotson's been doing shit lately. But yeah, I like Yan's just been dominating in his fights. He looks good. He looks hungry. He looks young. And weird matchup because they're almost like similar styles. They're both kind of wrestlers, and Peter Yan's got good boxing, but
I see this as strictly stand up.
really,
Oh yeah, I think Jimmy's gonna try and take him down, but I think Peter is gonna be able to hold him. I just see this as Peter is just fucking him up. I'm being biased as fuck right now. Biased as fuck right now. He's Russian. He's got the height. Does he have the reach? Let's see. No, he does not. Does not. But it's very close. I'm going with the Russian.
Going Peter Yan. I'm gonna agree with you, brother. And to be honest, nothing against Jimmy Rivera, but I just never liked his style. To be honest, he's never really entertained me. He wins fights, but I never was like, oh, I like watching this guy fight.
Yeah, like it's no disrespect to that to Jimmy, but
yeah, and he's coming off 2 losses.
If he
loses against Peter Yan,
if you guys saw Peter Yan's fucking last fight, holy shit,
he looked great, man.
Oh my god, it's phenomenal.
But do you think it's too soon to feed him to Jimmy? No, you think it's the right time?
I think he's gonna outclass Jimmy. I think he has that much skill and potential.
Really?
Yes.
So if he does outclass,
I don't see this as a prospect being fed at all. I think Jimmy needs to work.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I like this matchup, and I'm gonna make a prediction. If Peter Yan takes this win, I would like to see him fight against the winner of Sterling and Munoz.
I could see that definitely happening.
I think that would be awesome, man.
So it'd be Peter versus Aljamain?
We'll see, man. We will see, but it's good potential matchup right there, man.
Dude, imagine that. Peter versus Aljamain. That's a beast.
I like it.
I think he pieces up fucking Muniz up easily.
Really?
I think Sterling, if he wins against Muniz, Peter versus Sterling, that's a good fight.
Yeah, that'd be for title contender right there.
Yeah,
huh?
That's a good fight.
I love it, man. I think that's awesome. But something I love more is this fight coming up. They call this the people's main event. The fans' main event.
Yes.
And to be honest, I wasn't even feeling this card until they added this one on there, and then I got hooked, man. And we were talking about Tony Ferguson versus Donald Cerrone.
Dude.
Wow, what a match
versus Cowboy.
Woo! I'm a cowboy, baby.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Woo!
Stop it!
Oh, I'm just pumped, man. I'm
sorry
pumped, bro.
for all you guys listening to having heard that. I'm so sorry.
Just wait till you hear my pick.
Oh my god!
And honestly, I want to hear yours first, brother. Who do you got for this badass? This should be a main event, to be honest.
Dog, this is the
people's main event.
This is why this is such a stacked.
If you're an MMA fan, you know this is the fight of the night right here. Tony
Ferguson's last fight was Pettis.
Right, and that one fight of the night, and it's basically nominated for fight of the year so far.
Dude,
so
that was a really good fight.
It was amazing.
I personally thought Pettis had that, but
Well,
until they threw in the towel.
Yeah.
But he's Ferguson's on a
13 fight win
13
streak,
fight
dude.
win streak.
That's incredible. I
But
think it's like the
Jesus.
longest right now, the longest active one right now.
Look,
But then you got Cerrone. He's on a tear right now himself.
what I've always said is Cerrone does best when he's constantly active. Constantly.
And when was the last fight? About
What was it?
3 weeks or a month
weeks
ago? Yeah,
some
man.
shit like that. 3-4 weeks ago. Yeah,
Just
man.
beat Ally Quinta. Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago, man.
Everyone was doubting Cerrone on that fight for
Yeah, I
some
don't know
reason.
how, man.
We didn't talk about that fight, but do you mind if I just go into it a little bit?
Go for it, brother.
Cerrone fucked homeboy up.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I remember I read this article of Alaquinta saying all the injuries he had, broken orbital, cheekbone, like all this shit. Like Cerrone
Sounds like an ass beating.
Cerrone fucked him
Yeah,
up.
he even said his leg, like he just now started walking.
Yeah, he
he's
just barely started walking and
wow, dude. And he, at least Al, he's man enough to admit he got his ass
shit.
kicked.
Yeah.
And that just shows how badass Cerrone really is, man. You can't count out Cerrone, but who do you got in this one?
Cerrone.
Yeah.
I think Cerrone, him moving down again, back to lightweight, I think this is a great matchup.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy matchup.
Not at all.
Not by the slightest.
That's why this fight is so badass.
Cerrone is looking so good, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I will contradict myself at the same time. We have seen Cerrone fight main people, like I said earlier, top tier people, and lose. He's fought for the title before, lose.
Right.
He kind of has a choking problem sometimes, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think he's taking this shit way more seriously.
Yeah, he's got his kid now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
He's using that as motivation.
Exactly.
And,
he's so
looking
active, fucking people up, and I would not be surprised if he TKOs this guy.
Really? You got a round pick on that one? Third round TKO. So you want to hear mine, man?
Yeah.
It's gonna be complete opposite, dude.
Dude,
and
finally, we've been agreeing this whole fucking time. I was like, dude, god damn it, I don't like it when we agree, kinda.
Like, damn, these guys are boring. They keep agreeing on the same motherfucker.
No, they're the same person.
Steve and I bump heads on usually like 50-50. So on this one, I want to contradict myself as well. Like, you can't count Cerrone out, but I'm just gonna go off history right now. And like you said, he chokes in the big fights, and there's certain styles that beat him.
Yeah.
And it's pressure fighters that usually beat Cerrone. It's people that can put a fast pace, because Cerrone, if you watch him, he's a slow starter. Yeah. And when people put the pace on him quick, he usually breaks, you know?
Okay.
So I did have Cerrone when I first heard this fight get announced. But then I rewatched that Pettis and Ferguson fight. And yeah, Pettis caught Ferguson with the right hand. But besides that knockdown, Ferguson was very aggressive. He was in Pettis' face the whole fight. Didn't let Pettis breathe. And I think that's why I'm gonna pick Tony Ferguson for this one, because I think he's gonna put a lot of pressure on Cowboy, and if Cowboy can't get off quick enough, he's gonna get hurt fast. And I'm gonna make a strong prediction right here, and I'm gonna go second round TKO for Ferguson, bro.
No fucking way.
Because Ferguson's pressure, I think, is gonna break
That's
Cowboy.
poppycock, dog. Poppycock.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. Honestly, I'm a Cerrone fan.
Always.
And I like him more, but if I gotta be real, I think Ferguson's pressure is gonna be a little too much. Because the ground game's gonna be eliminated from this one. They're both great on the ground.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that Cerrone is.
But Ferguson's pressure has been mean lately, dude. And he works the body, and Cerrone's got soft body, man. I just don't see a good night for Cerrone, man. And I could be completely wrong, but Ferguson 13-fight win streak. Cerrone's been hot and cold. I don't know,
hot and
bro.
cold. He's on a 3-fight win streak?
But he loses.
When he moved down and he started wrecking.
He did, man. He took out Alexander Hernandez and Alec Quinta. And I was completely wrong on the Alexander fight. He proved me wrong, you know, but a
lot of people were. I was still sticking with my boy.
And it's sad because, like, I want Cerrone to win, but realistically, I think Ferguson's gonna beat him, dude.
No,
Because he looked fucking mean against Pettis. He looked real mean, and that pressure was
dude,
nonstop.
that was a mean fight.
Yeah, go
between
rewatch
both
that.
of them.
They just posted on YouTube that fight. So before this weekend, go check that one out because Ferguson looks so mean, man. And there's no stopping. Ferguson's cardio is insane, man. And if Cerrone comes in cold and he starts slow, I think Ferguson's going to fucking hurt him early, man.
I don't think so.
We seen RDA tag him early and beat him in a minute.
Well, that was when RDA's heyday.
I know, but Ferguson, this is his time too, bro.
Dude, it's situational. Donald Cerrone is very situational.
Well, let me ask you this.
What?
How do you see Cerrone winning? I know you said TKO third round, but how? Like, what's he going to do that Ferguson's not ready for? How do you...
I honestly think his hands are going to solidify his win.
Really?
Yes.
Like his jab? Because Cerrone's got a good jab game. He's pretty...
I honestly think he's going to catch Tony big time.
Really?
Easily.
With what? What's he going to catch him with? See?
His hands, dog.
All right.
His hands.
Because that's what, when I was thinking about this fight...
Cerrone's hands, he's going to... Look, he's going to implement his leg kicks, right? Leg kicks. Really started off. Tony Ferguson's going to probably, like, challenge it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go really deep on this fucking fight.
Let's get deep on this.
Tony Ferguson's going to
get
real
deep.
deep.
Yeah.
He's going to really try and fucking challenge that shit. He's going to be able to maybe counter a few of them. See, Donald's going to adjust. Because I think that's what he wants him to do. I think he wants him to think he had him figured it out with the leg kicks. Switch stance. Donald's going to switch stances. And then that's when he's going to throw these punches that are just going to fucking really surprise him.
All right. I won't disagree with that. Actually, that's a great point because if there is a way for Cerrone to win this, he's got to utilize the leg kicks early.
Yeah.
Because you got to slow down that pressure, you know what I'm saying? And leg kicks is the best way to do it. And kicks to the body. Teep kicks, which he does well. Keep Ferguson backed up.
I didn't mean body kicks.
Yeah, you said
strictly leg kicks. And I will say this. The only thing I could say going in Tony's favor is the lack of Donald's head movement.
Yeah, he's kind of stationary. Yeah. And
he moves his body around with his footwork, but he doesn't move his torso really too much. That's the only thing I could really see being like, shit.
The problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like your point. If Cerrone can get the leg kicks off early, it could slow down Ferguson. Plus, Ferguson just got like that knee surgery not too long ago, so target the knee. But if he can't pull that off, I see a bad night. Ferguson can get in close and rip that body up. Cerrone might. I don't know, man. This is hard.
Do you really think Tony hits harder than Donald?
I think they're about the same power level. Honestly, to me, I think it's gonna come down to pressure, and it's just can Cerrone withstand the pressure that Ferguson's gonna bring him? Yeah, because like I said, Cerrone's not good when he gets pressured hard, man, and that's Ferguson's style.
Well, I think that's why I think a lot of people started putting more stock in Cerrone is after the Alexander Hernandez fight.
Yeah.
It's because that dude's straight pressure. And that's exactly what everyone said. Straight pressure. Cerrone doesn't good with pressure.
Yep.
What did you do?
You're right. He proved me wrong in that one, but Ferguson's a lot more experienced. He's got a 13-fight win streak. He's fought the top
He's been off for, what, 2 years now?
No, he just fought Pettis about a year. Not even
Was that a year ago? Okay, sorry. Year ago.
I don't know. This is badass, guys. I know everybody's got to be pumped for this one. Dude. This is the only reason I would actually buy this pay-per-view is because of this fight. And let us know who you got because I'm curious,
for sure.
man.
Please, let us know when you agree with me.
The Cowboy or El Cucuy, man. And like I said, I hope the Cowboy pulls it off, but I'm not. I don't see high hopes in that, man. I don't see it happening.
Straight up Donald Cerrone. Do you think people call him Don or people call him like Donald?
I think they just call him Cowboy, baby.
You think so?
Yeah, the Cowboy.
Donald.
But great fight, man. And we're only halfway through the main card, man. Dude. We got the co-main event of the evening coming up.
Oh shit!
Which is the women's strawweight.
Flyweight.
Is it flyweight?
Yeah.
Wow, the women's flyweight championship. Sorry about that, guys. And that is none other than Valentina Shevchenko, who's the current champion, versus Jessica I.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna let you start because I'm gonna be too biased in this one, my friend.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna start with because damn, this is a hard one, man.
Really?
Not a hard one, but it's just like it seems too easy to see it as one-sided.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got you, man, because I see it one-sided as hell. And
there's gotta be like Jessica I. She's on a 3-fight win streak, but who has she beaten? Nobody.
And her last loss was bitch. Korea.
Yes. 4 fights ago, bitch.
She lost to bitch Korea, and
then her last 3 fights were all decisions.
Yeah, man. And dude, we're talking about Valentina Shevchenko. This is my favorite woman fighter at this moment, honestly. I think she's so well-rounded. Her Muay Thai is the baddest, and her judo level's gone up. Her ground game's gone up. She's a well-rounded MMA fighter, man, and she's rightfully deserves the belt. And Jessica, I think has no chance in this fight at all. I see a second round submission or TKO.
Whoa.
Jessica, I mean, let's put it in this perspective. This division's kind of new. It's fresh. It's the newest division to the UFC, so the talents hasn't really grown yet. We did talk about Tatiana earlier, which I think is in the same division.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be more of a threat than Jessica I. Because Jessica I, she's just like your average MMA fighter. I don't see her bringing any problems, man. I don't see her bringing anything that Valentina hasn't seen before.
True. You know? Valentina is, let's say, a fucking beast.
Hell yeah.
Jessica I does also. Here. Jessica I, hold on a second. Grabbing beer.
Got a beer. We gotta get a beer. Sorry, guys.
Grabbing beer. Jessica I, yes, they were all decisions, but we don't really know how they, pursued,
if they were dominant or not.
Cheers.
So you're giving Jessica I a chance. You know the odds are minus 1,400 for Valentina, bro.
I'm not saying Jessica I is gonna win.
You're just not fully counting her out.
Look, I'll say this again, like I think I did in a few podcasts ago. I am never going to put 100% stock in one fighter after our Mighty Mouse podcast.
Yeah.
That was horrible. So, yeah, Jessica I, she does have a chance. For sure. For fucking sure.
I strongly disagree. I think she's getting whooped, mollywopped, and this is just
So you said second round submission?
Or TKO. I see it going to the ground by either she getting dropped or judo toss, and then it's either going to be a TKO strikes on the ground or a submission on the ground. Man. Or possibly a knee, because, dude, Valentina's a beast, bro.
Man, dog, like, I want to be, like, crazy and, like, say some crazy shit, like, what's going to happen. But it's, like, it just seems, like, so fairy tale, like, I can't even say it.
But at least, you're giving it a shot, but I'm just going to squash that and say no shot, bro. Valentina is on another level than this chick, and to me, she's the best current fighter, besides Amanda Nunes. She's the best woman fighter right now, honestly. And she's fought Nunes twice and came close in both fights. So, Valentina got this in the bag. If anybody disagreed, please tell me how, and we'd like to hear that. But
it shows your fucking confidence.
Dude, I'm crushing on her, man.
If I was that confident, I'd be like, you tell me, and I'll tell you how you motherfucking wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know how you see Jessica I winning. I mean,
I'm not saying she's gonna win. I'm saying she has a fucking fighter's chance.
I guess everyone does, but Valentina's gonna wreck this chick, man.
I will predict this. I think the fact that everyone's probably counting her out so much, I think she's gonna surprise a lot of people.
There's a nothing to lose factor.
There's a lot of surprise factor.
But I don't see Valentina taking her lightly either. I think she's smart. She's gonna train hard.
Well,
and not like overlook her.
You can't take anyone lightly, regardless of record or past fights. You just can't do that because this is fighting,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As soon as you do that shit, you make mistakes. You know
exactly. You get fucking cocky and you get fucked up.
Valentina's not that type of girl to be cocky. So
exactly.
I see her just wrecking this chick, and I see one of her best performances. Honestly.
I see Jessica. My prediction. What I was gonna say, Jessica I takes one round.
All right. I say no. She's gonna get dominated every round. 2 rounds. If she makes it to the second round, she's gonna get finished. Yes. let me know if I'm. I'll prove it to you guys. She'll prove it to you guys on a Saturday night. We will see, and you guys all know what's up.
I think she's gonna take one.
But I'm glad he brought up Mighty Mouse loss because we're gonna go into the main event of the evening.
Hell yeah, boy!
Cejudo versus Moraes, man. Woo! Steven hates Cejudo because he took out his boy Mighty Mouse, and he's never gonna let it go.
Nah, dog.
Go ahead.
I don't want to. I felt like the last podcast I was like super like hardcore on Cejudo, and I felt like that was kind of mean of me.
I was getting soft. He's getting soft.
Fuck you, man. Look, I don't like the dude. I'm just gonna say it. I think he's pretentious. He's a pretentious asshole, and like I think like. At that whole press conference with him, like, look at my suit, Dana. Look at my suit. You fucking try hard.
He's very try hard.
Oh my god, shut up. We get it. You got a gold medal in fucking Olympics. Blow me, dog.
Yes, let's hear this.
Look,
let's hear this.
Moraes, it's gonna fuck you up, homie. You're moving up. Yeah, you got lucky versus Dillashaw. You got lucky. Fuck all the accusations and shit. Fuck that shit. That fight shouldn't have been stopped. I don't care.
You think?
No. I'm sorry. I'm heated.
No. I love it. No,
I'm heated.
Keep it.
No.
Keep it going.
Moraes, he's gonna wreck you, homie. Homie.
Yeah.
No. You're gonna move up and you're gonna fucking see what a fucking big dog fucking acts like.
So you haven't seen mad improvement in Cejudo's game? I mean, he like the Mighty Mouse fight, he could have. It was split or whatever. He didn't really dominate it.
Can I say something about that
go
fight?
ahead.
I think Mighty Mouse threw it.
Wow.
Have I ever told you that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I don't think I've said it on the podcast.
All right.
But I think Mighty Mouse threw that fight because he wanted out of the UFC.
And he did leave. But if we put that to the side, even if he did throw it, what about the TJ fight afterwards?
That TJ fight shouldn't have been stopped.
Wow, but he still caught TJ.
He caught him. Yeah, for sure. He caught him. Shouldn't have been stopped.
Early stoppage.
We've seen John McCarthy on I've seen John McCarthy on video saying, "Yeah, that was."
Yeah,
he didn't blatantly say it.
Yeah, and I know Dana White. I mean, it's a championship fight. It should have kept going.
It should have kept going.
Agree.
That was.
But he still caught his ass pretty good.
I'm not saying he didn't.
So
not saying he didn't at all. Kudos to that fucking guy.
And now TJ got popped for some type of EPO, right? So now this is why there's a belt on the line. This is for the bantamweight title. Henry Cejudo's coming up from flyweight, and he's going for his second belt. And he's going against the hottest prospect right now, which is Marlon Moraes. And this is a great fight. I think Moraes brings a lot of fire to this table, man. And I really like Moraes. He trains with Frankie Edgar, and he's got a similar style, but he has more kick game. He's knocked out Aljamain Sterling with a vicious head kick. And then he knocks out freaking Jimmy Rivera as well.
His last 4 fights, Rafael Akasi, I don't know how to say his last name, and Jimmy, Aljamain, and John Dodson.
Yeah, great. And he's...
Dude.
Yeah,
Beast.
Straight beast.
I don't...
And I'm going to agree, man. I'm going with Moraes in this one.
Are you?
Yeah, I've been a fan of him since he's entered the UFC. His first fight, he lost a split decision to Rafael, and then he finally fought him again and won.
Yeah, that was his last loss.
And I was pissed because, like, this guy's fucking good. He was a champion, I think, in World Series of Fighting, and he came over to UFC, and he got a, like, number 2 ranked opponent, which was Rafael at the time, and a split decision loss. Ever since then, just destroying people. And I don't like Cejudo either, man. I got to give him credit because he did somewhat beat Mighty Mouse, and then when he beat TJ, I was like, fuck, all right, but
he's gotten lucky 2 times.
I don't really like him as either, man. But
dude, dog, I don't care.
All right, now let's just say, what if he beats Moraes? What are you gonna say after that?
Conspiracy.
Steven won't accept this guy. He won't.
I dislike Henry Cejudo more than I dislike DC as champion.
Wow.
And you know how much I dislike DC
I don't like
as
Cejudo
champion.
too because I think he's playing.
They're probably cool people, but as I'm strictly speaking in fighter's case, I don't like this. I don't like this guy. I don't like him as a fighter at all.
Yeah, I don't like how he sounds like you said he try hard.
He's
you
a
know,
fucking
he's
try
trying to
hard,
be
dog.
someone he's not because he's not like he doesn't have much character. You know,
Dude, it's like that fucking press conference, man. It's just so cringeworthy.
yeah,
It's
he's
like,
just
Jesus Christ, shut
like
up. Even Dana didn't even want to fucking hear from you, man.
he's begging, man. If I win, could you keep the flyweight division, man? I'm fighting for the flyweight division.
Even Dana was like, if you guys keep on asking him about his fucking clothes, this conference is over.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should close the flyweight now that they don't have Mighty Mouse. And if he loses, I don't know. I think flyweight's over. But anyways, getting back to this fight.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No,
I'm like, this dude gets me so heated.
I want to hear your
This
passion.
dude gets me so
man.
fucking heated.
I want everybody
man.
to hear your passion towards Henry Cejudo. Your
Well,
hate passion.
Well, my fucking pick is obviously Marlon
Moraes.
That's my pick. First round knockout because that's how I want it to be.
Woo! With what? What's he gonna catch?
Oh, I want him to do that shovel punch with the left cross, and then he dinks him with the right. You know what I'm saying? I want this dude to put Cejudo out.
I'm right behind you, brother. Fuck Cejudo. I want Moraes to win. This guy's way more entertaining. He's fun to watch. He's got amazing fucking striking. And I hope he lands another, like, switch kick. Just bam, switch kick, hits him in the head. Henry seems like he's on a high horse right now, and I want him to get knocked the fuck off, you know?
Yeah,
so,
at least you have reasoning behind your hatred.
I mean, I don't like his character. I really don't, man. And he seems too cocky for not doing so much, because the Mighty Mouse win to me wasn't really too valid, and
it's not.
And the TJ, I think he did catch him. Maybe it was called too early.
It was called too early,
but he did catch him. I'll give him a little props for that.
Like, this is like the most biased I'm ever gonna be.
It's okay. You heard me in my last pick. You heard me about Valentina.
Fuck this, man. Like,
now the thing is though, Cejudo's looking in fucking great shape. He does look a lot better shape than
I'll give him this though. His stance against Mighty Mouse, that like karate stance, that was good.
Yeah, but it's actually bad against a Muay Thai fighter like Marlon Moraes, because Muay Thai usually beats karate. If Moraes can eat that fucking leg that Cejudo's putting out there without getting taken down, he can win. I just hope Cejudo doesn't grapple fuck him, because in the striking, there's no way Cejudo's gonna beat Moraes in the striking. If he does, I'm gonna eat my fucking words tonight. But Moraes, I'm gonna go with third round KO, head kick, get it, or a liver shot. Bam, that's my pick, baby.
Hell, mo fucking yes.
And we're gonna wrap it up tonight. This is the MMA Neighborhood, guys. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys follow us. We got plenty to come. And tune in Saturday night, UFC 238.
And then make sure to follow us here on YouTube at MMA Neighborhood, and we're still posted on SoundCloud at MMA Neighborhood. We don't have an IG anymore, as we said, but we are looking to get boosted up on Twitter and shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna be around.
You guys have a great night. Enjoy the fights. We'll be back with a post review afterwards, and thank you guys for listening.
All right, man. Peace.